I think it is safe to assume in the state of Alabama that everyone has heard of famous football coaches Nick Saban and Bear Bryant. These historic coaches of Alabama football may be famous down south, but their fame does not compare to the heart, determination, and anger of Woody Hayes. Woody was a historic coach for the Ohio State Buckeyes football team between 1951 and 1978. During his 27-season reign, he captured 5 national championships and 13 Big Ten conference titles. During his coaching time in the early 1950s, Hayes was one of the frontrunners in recruitment of African American athletes. Woody Hayes' legacies are the talent he brought out of those around him, his rivalry with his former player and assistant coach Bo Schembechler, and his overwhelming passion for college football. Woody died in 1987 at the age of 74, so I never had the chance to meet him personally. But through my research and through the people he influenced, I think we can all feel a little closer to Coach Hayes. Woody's legacy of bringing out the talents of those around him is still felt today. Earl Bruce was Hayes' assistant coach at various times and was the head coach for the Buckeyes after Hayes was fired. One of Bruce's assistant coaches was Nick Saban, the Alabama football coach. Hayes was also a teacher for some of his students at The Ohio State University. He taught many of his football players and even a basketball player named Bobby Knight. As a coach and as a professor, Hayes is one of the first to use movies as a teaching tool. Another superstar talent that Coach Hayes brought out was his eventual rival, Bo Schembechler. Bo played for Woody in the late 1940s when Woody was coaching for Miami. Bo later was an assistant for Woody at Ohio State. Bo would go on to betray Woody and took a job at the University of Michigan as head football coach. This led to their 10-year war that resulted in Bo Schembechler winning out with a record of 5 wins, 4 losses, and 1 tie. This classic teacher versus student conflict is still the strongest display of rivalry ever seen in college football. The fall of Woody Hayes is arguably more famous than his coaching. His greatest flaw was his great displays of anger on the football field. The one that resulted in his firing happened in the Gator Bowl against Clemson in 1978. Losing late into the game, the players are scrambling. On a 3rd down and 5-yard situation in field goal range, the Ohio State quarterback went for a passing play. The ball was intercepted, and the Clemson player ran out of bounds near Coach Hayes. Before anybody else could react, Woody Hayes ran over and punched the Clemson player in the throat. This ended up with Coach Hayes getting fired from Ohio State. I feel that Coach Woody Hayes should be more remembered for his passion and impact on college football than for the times he became unhinged on the football field.